Hello, thanks for joining me. This is our second video in the fractions playlist. If you haven't seen the first one, I do recommend that you go check it out. In this video, we're going to take one step further and we'll talk about what happens when we have more than one item to divide. So in the first video, we discussed the problem of a single cupcake and two kids who have to share it, and how we got to divide it, and which resulted in our first fraction, which is 1/2 or 1/2. So in this video, we're going to look at what happens when we have more than one items. For instance, if we have 3 cupcakes that we want to divide among 4 children. And here again, we can't give each kid a whole cupcake. We don't have enough cupcakes, but we have to do some kind of division and end up with fractions of cupcakes. The difference is that we don't have just one, but we have more than one of our items. And to make this a little easier on me in terms of the drawing, instead of looking at cupcakes, we'll look at pizzas or pies or just circles. And so what we have here is we have 3 pizzas, 1, 2, 3, and we have 4 kids. We have the red kid, the blue kid, the green kid, and the pink kid. And we'd like to divide these pizzas fairly among them. And so the first thing we can do is just divide each one of these pizzas into 4, because we have 4 kids, and we'll give each one of these kids a slice of pizza from each of the pies. So how do we do that? Let's divide by 4. We can do that easily. So this first pizza, we're going to divide by 4. We're going to divide the second pizza by 4 as well as the third. And let's use our color codes to show who gets which slice. So in our first pizza, we're going to give this slice to the red kid, and this slice to the blue kid, and we have a slice for the green kid, and we have a slice for the pink or purple kid. Okay, so each one gets a slice from that first pizza, and we can go on now to the second pizza and do the same thing. So again, we have a red slice, or a slice for the red kid, a slice for the blue kid, a slice for the green kid, and a slice for the pink kid. And finally, the same thing we can do for the third pizza. The red kid gets 1 slice, the blue kid gets 1 slice, the green kid gets 1 slice, and the pink kid gets 1 slice. Okay, now let's put those slices in their plates. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this first slice from here, and I'm going to put it in the red kid's plate. I'm going to take another slice for the red kid from the second pizza, and I'll put it over here. Okay, so that's a second slice. And finally, we'll take one more slice from the third pizza, and I'll put it right there. And just to make things a little clearer, I'll draw the boundaries of these slices. Okay, there we go. Now let's go on to the blue kid and give the blue kid all its 3 slices. Okay, so we'll take 1 slice and put it here, and then another slice and here, and then a third slice here. And again, so that things are clear, let's just draw our separating lines. We'll go on to our green kid, and now I'm going to be a little less careful because I know what it's supposed to look like, right? And again, I'll put in our boundaries. Okay. And finally, for our pink kid, we have, again, 3 slices. And there we go. So we've given out all the pizza to the 3 kids. And now when we look at our at our different pizza dishes that the kids have, we know that they got 1/4, right? Each one of these we showed last time that we symbolize by 1/4. When we have a fourth, we can also call it a quarter, but let's try to stick to the fourth term in this video. So we have a fourth, and then we have another fourth, right? We gave it another fourth from the second pizza, and then one more fourth. And we call these 3/4 or these 3/4, we write that as 3/4, just like that. So this is how we write this fraction. The same thing is true for our blue kid, right? They got a 1/4 and another fourth and another fourth of a pizza. And altogether, this fraction is 3/4 because we've added them up. And this is what it looks like in our picture here. The same will be true for our green and pink kids. They each get 3 of these fourths, so they each have 3/4 of a pizza. Why do I say 3/4 of a pizza? Because that's exactly what it looks like. It looks like we've taken one pizza, divided it into 4, and given them 3 of these fourths in the pizza. So it doesn't really matter that we took them from 3 different pizzas. In the end, what they have is 3/4 of one pizza. We can draw this again here. Let's look at this here. So now we have our 3 pizzas here. Let's put our red kids' pizza slices back in this dish. Okay, so we have 3/4 in this dish. Okay, let's put the blue child's pizza in this dish. So we have 3/4 here, right? And then finally, or not so finally, we'll add the green pizza, the green kids' pizza to this dish. Now, what do we do with our pink guy, right? What do we do with the pink kids' pizza? Well, one slice will go here, and another slice will go here, and another slice will go here. Okay, so what we have here now, let's write this up again in terms of the math. For instance, in our first pizza here, we have 1/4, that's the red here. Let's take this other red, so we'll have another fourth, and another fourth here. But we also have this pink fourth, right? So now what we have is, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4/4, and remember that's how we write this now, because we have 4 of these fourths. But we also have a whole pizza. So 4/4 equals a whole pizza. Now, we've learned here a few things that are really important. First of all, we've learned that when we add a fraction to another, basically we can write it as the number of fractions, right, with the fraction line over the fraction size, which is what we call our denominator. Okay, and we will start using these names more often in the next few videos, but for now, just you're getting a taste of it. So we have the denominator down here, while the numerator counts the number of fractions that we have, so the number of parts. While the denominator tells us something about the size of the parts, it tells us that we've divided the whole, in this case, into 4, but we've taken 3 of those fourths. And that's what this symbol means, and we'll review it again in the next video. The nice thing to see here is that if our denominator equals our numerator, then we have the whole thing. And here you can see the same thing as well. We have 3 of these fourths coming from the green kid, and we have 1/4 coming from the pink kid. Together we have 4/4, which equals the whole. And if we want to know how much is this whole, well, the whole is exactly 1 pizza. So in this video, we started to look at what happens when we have more than one item to divide. For example, we have 3 cupcakes that we want to divide among 4 kids. And this built on the information we learned in the previous video. So again, if you haven't seen it, please check it out. If this video was helpful, please comment and like the video. And of course, if you have questions, please include those in the comments as well. See you next time.